whew, it's coming together. Still a little messed up. A lot of stuff I got going on. However, I like it. I couldn't afford stackable hose reels. I made my own stack. 4 here, feed line, pressure line. Originally, it was gonna be a 4, a 8, feed line, pressure line, or feed line, pressure line, whatever. But things didn't happen like that. However, I'm here at this beautiful house in Jamestown, North Carolina. Not too far of a drive. I got my daughter with me. She gonna help me out a little bit. Should be a basic, simple, and easy house. Couple high peaks, nothing that I'm worried about. Let's look at some maintenance stuff. I don't see anything that says I need to tape something off. I don't see any exposure of any wires, so no property protection that I'm worried about. This is probably going to be the dirtier side of the house. Let's look around back. Should be fairly easy and simple to do. Interesting. Looks like they might have a dog somewhere, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's home. I did ring the doorbell. I try to always let people know that I'm here and I'm on property, I'm on site. Definitely gonna watch out for this garden here. Gonna make sure that I don't spray anything in here. They've got something on the house right there. I'll make sure I don't spray that. I see that camera. I'm not gonna spray that directly. I'll cascade over it. This side is oxidized. I can see it. I don't even have to really do anything to tell this is oxidized. Remember, you ever want to check for oxidation, take a clean hand, rub it on, something comes off. Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I just got out of the shower, man.
Oh, no worries. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my film and my documentation. Let me pause. This is the front of the house. The owner did come out and he said he was going to move these plants and stuff for me. I did let him know that that might be damaged. But other than that, the plants are looking good. I got my daughter with me today, too. And she's going to be helping me, so I'm explaining some things to her, and I let her know that the first thing you do is you always knock on the door, put a face with the name, let the owners know you're here, let them know what you're working on, let them know that you're about to get started. Then I explain to her, you find your closest spigot, cut the water on. No, sorry, document the whole house. Go around the whole house. You're taking pictures, you're taking videos, you're looking at anything that could possibly get damaged or is already damaged. 1, that's for your notation. 2, that's for the owner's notation. That way, if anything ever comes back, you can always say, hey, listen, this was already like this before I got here. This was this way, this was that way, so forth and so on. Then you find your closest spigot, turn it on, make sure the water works. Getting to a house and realizing you don't have water is absolutely terrible. So cut your water on, get your feed hose, connect your feed hose. Now I got a 4-way, so I need you to come here and see this. Okay, move my gas can and stuff out the way. Now all of these hoses look different for a reason. Okay, This is the feed hose. This braided hose goes to the machine. Okay. This is just a basic hose. It's a rinse hose. I can fill up a bucket with it. I can spray myself off with it. Let's just say you get some chemical in your eyes or something. You cut this part on, it's just open. Rinse yourself off, rinse your shoes off, rinse your face off, whatever. Make sense? You see this bright green hose?
Yeah.
This one fills my buffer tank. It's got a float valve in it. It will cut off automatically. Okay. So with the 4-way, I do not use this. Hey, look, this is old. I do not use this for surfactant anymore. However, it will work, but I don't use it. I use it if it's like a last minute thing or for concrete. But other than that, I don't use this on houses. Let me rephrase. I use this on concrete, especially when I'm using sodium hydroxide to clean. I use this. But other than that, I do not put this on houses. So it's just here. You see the 4-way? So you got your hose that goes to the buffer tank, the hose you can use to rinse yourself off, and then you got the one that goes to the what? Which one does this one go to?
That goes to the machine.
Good job. So all you gotta do is cut on the one you want. So I'm cutting this one off right now because you see I don't have anything hooked to the machine. So if I cut that water on, it's gonna all start spraying out. All right. So I'm gonna cut on the one that leads to the buffer tank, and I'm gonna go ahead and let the buffer tank fill up. Make sense? You know how to cut a water hose on, right?
Yeah.
Go cut the water hose on. First of all, pick that up. There you go. Thank you. Go cut the water hose on. Move a little quicker. You gotta remember, time is money. You gotta be efficient. You don't have to be fast, but you gotta be efficient. There you go.
Is that it?
Yep. Cut it on all the way. There you go. Now, you don't necessarily have to run, but you just got to move like you want to do something. So that's another thing that you got to think about, guys. When it comes to doing stuff fast, it's not about how fast you can do it. It's about how efficient you can do it. A lot of times what takes so long for people is the fact that they move like snails when they do it. I'm not saying she's learning, but I'm saying in general, make sure that you're actually moving with purpose, moving with intent when you're doing your house. Don't lollygag and take your time. That's what takes so doggone long. All right. So next thing you got to do is pull your pressure hose. Okay. There's a clip on the side. This can kind of get in the way. You just move it. There's a clip on the side. You pull it out. Can you see? Come here. So you see this part right here? You pull this out and turn it, and now this loosens up for you.
Does that go to the machine?
Yes, but what I did was I used to have a whip line that went from here to the machine. I took that off completely. I'm trying to save as much flow as possible. The more stuff that the water has to go through, the less water you're gonna have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I eliminated that piece so I could eliminate that restriction. Make sense? All right. So we pull the hose off. I'm not getting ready to film us unrolling this. However, I did need her to know that every time, because I run 50-foot sections, every time you pull your hose out, take it as far as you can. You get back to one of these junctions right here, one of these connects, come back, get this piece and take it with you, because then you'll end up with all this out here. Plus, it takes away the stress and strain on that joint. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now walk that way. Yep. I'm gonna just keep walking with it. I'll bring you back. No, you don't have to, because that's gonna come back. All right, that's good. Come here. That's good. That's good. So another thing that you got to be careful with, you're fine, but stuff like this, you got to make sure that your hoses aren't hooked on this, because if that was something very important, like let's say flowers or outside of furniture and stuff, you could tear that up. Also, you could tear your hoses up. If that was something sharp, it could catch it, tear your hose. Make sense? All right, so come back. Now, once you get to your last junction, you got 150 feet of hose that's pulled out. Does that make sense? So now you're at your last junction. You're gonna pull this down, okay? Pull this down and take it off and put it on there. So use both hands.
Can I put it that way?
Just pull it. It's a little old and rusty, so you kind of got to finagle it. So hold your left hand tight. So there you go. Now you can let that one go. Put it on there.
Right here?
Yep. So hold on. There you go. So you got to make sure this is down to get it on, and then once it gets on, you got to make sure it clips. Did you hear that clip?
Yeah.
So now you know it's on, because if you don't do that, you're gonna end up messing yourself up. Does that make sense? Okay. Now that silver piece you had with the ball valve, go get that. Come back this way. We got to hook our gun up. See, this is what we got to do. We got to keep stuff in the family. We got to keep our family knowing what's going on. Okay. There you go. You all right?
I didn't want to hook it.
No, you fine. No, you hold it. Now, pull your hand back a little bit. Now take this piece and turn it so that it's in line with the hose. Yep. Nope. Other way. There you go. So now this is open. Make sense? So now that this is open, leave it open. Now that this is open, we're gonna go to the 4-way and cut the hose on to the machine. Make sense? You remember how to do that?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we're here for. All right, so you can lay that down. You can lay it down. Now, remember which one goes to the 4-way, which one goes to the machine? Which one?
The braided one.
Which is what color?
The clear one.
Okay, now, you see that on the 4-way? Cut it on.
This?
The one with the braid.
Wait, this one?
There you go. Yep. Turn it. There you go.
That's as far as it turns.
That's all it's supposed to do. Now, what you have to do, and I didn't tell you this part, hey, what you have to do is you have to turn the other one off, because you want as much flow to your machine as possible. Does that make sense? It's gonna leak a little bit. It's old. It'll be okay. Now, if it bursts, then we got a problem. Okay? So now, we should start to see water come out of here real soon.
Okay.
And once it comes out, then we'll go ahead and close it off. We'll hook the gun up and we'll go. But right now, I'm gonna gas up and get ready to cut the machine on, and we gonna get rolling with it. Cool? About these chairs and stuff. Now, unfortunately, you good. Unfortunately, my daughter has on a black shirt and she didn't bring a hat, and I had to think about that, and I was like, all right, I don't want to get her shirt messed up. You gotta make sure it's on the house. That fan is too wide, okay? So tighten that fan up a little bit. There you go. Now come around this side, get behind them trash cans. So hold on, stop. Let me move that out the way. This is what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta move stuff out the way, okay? Now get behind them trash cans. There you go. Now, that's enough. Go ahead and go up. You can hold the trigger, but just go ahead and go up. Because again, we're putting chemical on, so we don't want to waste chemical. Wasting chemical is wasting money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what did I tell you to do when you got to go high?
Put on the needle.
Yep, so hold this part and twist this that way.
This way?
Yes. Once it stops, that's it. Now, hit that gutter line. There you go. Now, make sure you're actually hitting the gutter too, because that's a major deal in this business, is making sure people's gutters are clean. You see that gutter going down? Yeah. Make sure you spray that gutter going all the way down, because we want the whites to be as white as possible. Does that make sense? It's just like teeth. You want your teeth as white as possible. Now, hit that peak. Follow that peak all the way up. Take your time. It'll be all right. If you got to move your body. Move your body. Walk over. Walk over. Baby, you're not walking.
You keep telling me walk over.
Well, you wasn't walking, baby. Now go. I was gonna say that'll fall off when we rinse. Just make sure you're going from gutter to gutter all the way to the top, side to side. That's much better. Now bring your body this way towards me, because I don't want you to spray this thing over here. So you got to watch your overspray. Does that make sense? Okay. Now keep going. Don't just stay in one spot. Let the chemical work. Go up. Because once you hit that spot, the chemical will work. Okay. You see how that's coming off? Yeah. The chemical will do its job. The soap will do its job. But if you just stay in one spot, you wasting chemical, because you done put 4 or 5 gallons in one spot. Well, not 4 or 5 gallons, but you'll put too much in one spot.
And then I gotta put the needle, right?
Not for this part, because you can reach it. You see how you're reaching it?
Yeah.
You only need to put it in a needle if you can't reach it. Okay. Now, this part is done. Move on. So now we're in rinse mode, and I'm teaching her to rinse from the top down. I should have told her to get a white shirt or one of my other shirts, or a work shirt or something. I know my baby hot, but she'll be all right. It's part of the business. Now look, the same way. I was gonna say, go a little bit slower on that white trim, okay? You see that? You feel how I'm doing it?
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. Make sure you're hitting the trim though, baby.
I'm trying, my arms are short and it's getting in my face.
Now, open it up some. Not that much. And then spray the rest of it down. Yep. Make sure you hit them windows really good. You see all that soap running down those windows? We don't want to get called back for that. So make sure you rinse those windows really good. You don't have to do so much movement, okay? There you go. You see that? And you just keep going till you realize ain't no more soap right there.
So now, I'm his daughter, by the way. So now we're going to rinse this side of the house from top to bottom. We didn't record the top, but we hit the whites and all that, and definitely that long gutter. So now we're working on rinsing this side off over here. And we're going to start moving this way and hit over there, and then probably gonna move towards the back. But right now we have to make sure that we hit the windows, because we don't want them to call us back for all the soap that built up on the windows. We have to rinse all that off too. What my dad told me. And then we gotta get those spots up there. Get it nice and cool. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but we opened the fan up a little bit for the vinyl parts of the house instead of the needle, because if you do the needle, on the vinyl part of the house, it can really mess it up. So now moving over here, over near this gutter and through here. So we're rinsing those off as we speak. And you don't always have to open up your needle fix in reach. So because it's so short, he doesn't have to put on the needle. He can just keep it with the fan since he can reach it with the fan. But yeah, I'll see you guys when we go through.
You don't want to. If you want to talk, you can. Make sure you don't say nothing crazy.
So right now, we're starting to wash this other side. We didn't do it yet because our hose wouldn't reach across the whole house the way we were going. Plus, wouldn't want the soap to dry because if it did, it would look really, really bad. Sorry if you guys, it's hard to see. There's like trees behind me that I don't want to walk into, so yeah, but we're doing that. I'm pretty sure, was this the oxidized side?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the side that was oxidized, so we're making sure we're getting this in really good. Excuse me if my throat makes weird noises right now. I have hiccups, so just disregard that. But yeah. So we're starting to put some soap on this right here, and then rinse mode.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Do it.
So now it's gonna get really loud, but I'm gonna turn it to water. And now it should start pulling a lot of water. Now we're starting, we already soaked down the front of the house, but we're getting some water on that. Also, a little bit of this porch over here. Gotta keep those whites white as possible. There's the setup back there.
We're in final rinse mode. My baby got hot, man, and I knew she would, not having but like I said, that's a cert that she got from school. Shout out to my baby. She going from 5th grade to 6th grade, and that was one of the shirts that she got and whatnot, and so proud of her. But anyway, yeah, so she got hot in that poncho, man. So I said, don't worry about it. Let me go ahead and knock the rest of it out so I can get it over with. So we're in final rinse mode. So since that's just water, I told her she can go ahead and spray that down. And you see the fan is still open. I got her standing back far enough. This is the oxidized side, and we do not disturb oxidation. So she gonna be fine. We're gonna rinse it off, and we're gonna call it a day and get back here. Absolutely amazing. I did talk to her some more about how to clean stuff up, what we do when we get done, like moving stuff back. Man, that trash can heavy. It's got water in it. You got it? There you go. Put these chairs back. Do your last walk around. These boxes, man, I hate these boxes because that is so unsightly. But again, SH is corrosive and definitely flammable and reactive. So you don't want to just spray that stuff down. And it's absolutely an eyesore. So I'm probably going to get a rag or something and wipe that down because I don't like the way it looks. Other than that, house looks great, man. We did an amazing job. She did an amazing job. That stuff is still running from the outside of that all the way around. Gutters look good. The white that's supposed to be white looks even whiter than it was before. So that's good. That's great. This side is absolutely amazing. We made sure that we got way up top. We did not hit these flowers. We did not hit these plants. I did not hit that little green thing, whatever that is. And the rest of this just has to go ahead and rinse off and dry, man. It's supposed to rain again later today. That's going to be an extra rinse. The family that's in this house wants an estimate. The male, the husband, saw me doing it. He was like, hey, man, I need a business card. Wife pulls up as we're clearing out and is like, hey, I need to talk to you. And I was like, sure, just talk to your husband. So we're good. This side, again, absolutely amazing. We do not disturb oxidation. These little marks and things, these are things that were already here. This is why you have to pay attention to that stuff so that you know this has nothing to do with us. This has nothing to do with me. Isn't anything that I did. I told her to make sure that you know and understand you're in a service business. This, I don't know what any of this is, okay? This is like paint or something. And now it wants to come off, which means I might be rinsing all this all off again, because this did not rinse off with my hose. So guess who's about to hook all this stuff back up and do it again? Because I'm not leaving that there like that. Did a bird just come by and shit? That might be bird shit. Don't laugh, it ain't funny. But yeah, we're gonna have to rinse that off because I'm not leaving that like that. Yeah, especially if that comes off. Yeah, we're not leaving that. I'm gonna have to rinse that off. So I'll rinse that off, and I'll be very careful, especially because this is also part of that oxidized side. I'll rinse that off real quick. But other than that, house looks good. I hate I kind of packed everything up. I guess I should have looked at it first, but I'm definitely about to rinse that back off because I don't like that. Anyway, let me rinse this and we're out of here. We are all wrapped up. We are heading out. The neighbor came home and like I said, in the middle of doing the job, the neighbor came home and he was like, hey man, I need your card. So my daughter took the card over there, and then the wife came home and she was like, hey, we need to talk to you. And you know, so that worked out. I just got done talking to them. I just quoted that job, closed that job. So I'll be back here in a couple days to get it done. I couldn't get it done today. And it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. I try not to work too much on Sunday. I'm trying to get myself in a position where I'm giving more to God. And I'm making sure that I do what I got to do for that. Hold on. Getting some of this high price ass gas. So I ran out of gas going up that hill, which is why I had to stop. Anyway, this neighborhood is untouched. So I'm about to, Monday when I come back and I knock that house out, that should be a good ticket for me. I priced it accordingly. So I definitely am gonna get a good ticket on that Monday when I come back. And I'm gonna walk the rest of that neighborhood. My plan, my goal, no BS, is to try to get 3 houses out of that neighborhood Monday. So do the one that I'm going to do, and then immediately following that, go do, or just door knock, just hey, because I mean houses are filthy over there. I mean caked up. So hopefully I'll be able to get 3 more houses along with that one. So my goal Monday when I get there is to do 4 houses. So anyway, Rashid here with M2G Exterior Cleaning Services, man. Build your family, build yourselves up. I got my oldest daughter with me knocking this stuff out now. My youngest daughter had some stuff to do today. Shout out to my youngest daughter. And my son, my baby, my 1-year-old, absolutely love my boy. Love you, Apollo. He, when he get old enough, you best believe I'm gonna have him out here doing the same thing, cutting yards, washing houses. You know what I mean? Like we gotta build legacies for our family, for our kids, for our people. We gotta stop being so selfish. And so many times we leave everybody with absolutely welcome. We leave all of our people, all of our family with nothing. You know what I mean? I might not have millions of dollars to leave my kids, but if I can have $1 million business to leave my kids, ain't no reason why they gonna ever go hungry. You know what I mean? So like, subscribe, hit me up if you need me. 743-239-0486. Shoot me a text, give me a call. If it's outside and it's dirty, I can clean it. I don't care where you are, I'm coming. Be good.